Carlos Williams. He owns the biggest food store on the island. He's been in business grocery for about 20, 30 years. And this one coming up to the left, this is owned by Apostle Prince with the high school in Mizzen. Her daughter is one of our local lawyers as well. This is some of our local horses right there. All the horses, they do have owners.
Oh, wow.
But the donkeys, free rein, so anyone want a donkey is easily to get. You'll notice you see the rain bands coming across. This is from the back end of the Hurricane Oscar that's moving up to Bermuda now.
Wow, it's still hanging around.
Yeah. It's going to be here for the next 2 days and hopefully we're clear back up, sunshine.
How often do you guys get hurricanes and all that?
Not really much. The last direct hit was in 2017. The last one before that, 2008. But
Okay.
you have some that skirt across, but I'm talking like real smack in the face.
Okay.
So if you look to my right, you see the house right there. That's owned by Chester and Naomi Smith that got hit by the last one in 2008. They moved to the bigger island, Providenciales. When you see properties like that that are unfixed, they keep it intention like that. If their kids or grandkids come back to the island, then they can renovate it. But other than that, they wouldn't sell it.
Wow.
To my right, this is where the Seventh-day Adventist minister lived. That's his dwelling house.
All right.
And this property to the right here, this is another one of our locally owned hotels. It's called Island House. 15 rooms overlooking the North Creek is actually being renovated now as we speak. Have a very nice swimming pool in the middle as well. So now we're going to go to Breezy Brae, and this is the second most populated settlement on the island.
Wow.
So you wouldn't see any wooden houses up here. Like I said previously, because we live in a hurricane zone, you're not allowed to have any wooden structures. So like houses in these areas start anywhere from $300,000. Of course, once you get up on top of the hill, close to the water, on the water, it's pretty easily $5 to over $1 million.
Wow.
Don't get show me where that lady lived.
Yeah, we got to pass it as we come down.
Well, she was on top of the hill, right?
Yeah, I live up here too. You want to see mine? I can show you mine too. You notice a lot of the houses here, they're two-story or split levels. So if you lose your top roof, you can always go down to the bottom for safety. To my left here, this is new construction. One of our young Archer engineers just came back from school. His dad, Derek Rule, is one of the top builders here. That's his first project he's building. And that's something that most fathers do. You pass your trade or occupation on to your sons.
Yeah.
That's if they want to follow. So this is the Atlantic side, guys. You can see more of it. And if you look at the roofs, a lot of people, some people use shingle, some use metal. But truthfully, with a Category 5, there's nothing that really can stay unless you have cement concrete. So Breezy Bay is considered the highest settlement on the island. And most people they live here because when you talk about hurricanes, you don't have to worry about flooding. The water runs down to the lower areas. We take a look to my left here. This is how the younger generation is building their new houses.
This is beautiful house.
And that's the way to build, you know, hurricane impact windows, doors, complete concrete. It's a young man by the name of Ronald James. He works with the government as a permanent secretary. That's his dwelling house. Once you have property on the water side, you have to allow beach access like every 500 feet. As we say in Turks and Caicos, you can have a property on the beach, but you don't own the beach. The beach belongs to the local. We have a song that says, you can't stop Jack from playing on the beach.
Right. Unlike Jamaica,
Yeah, they close it up.
Yeah.
This guy here, good friend of mine, he's an air traffic controller, and I guess he does auto mechanics as well, Ricky Williams. This guy's a police officer. His wife's an accountant, Alexa. This is Stretcher. Used to work in the government treasury.
Okay.
And straight ahead, that's my property right there.
Oh, this pink one right here?
Nah, brother. That's my property there.
Oh, this right here?
Yeah. That's
Beautiful.
So my best friend, Greenhouse, we were the third individuals owning houses up here. He was the director of immigration. This is my guest house that actually went to the hospital in South Canada.
Okay.
So my wife and my two sons, this year, have been living for the last, my oldest son is 23, 25 years.
Okay.
All hurricane impact windows, doors, everything.
Beautiful.
And for my balcony. Go
Where do
ahead.
you park this van?
Which van?
This.
I have another property by my mom's house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for my balcony, I watch the whales going back too.
Nice, man.
Thank you, man.
God's good, huh?
You better believe it. You know, like I tell anyone, you know, if you work right and you invest right, you can't go wrong. You know. This house here was owned by a good friend of mine. He got in the financial issues. He ended up selling it to a Canadian, so a Canadian turned it into Airbnb.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's an R&B?
Yes, it's an Airbnb. We have a lot of celebs that stay there too. This guy here, he's the police pilot. Loki also is a technician. He fixes cars. And this gentleman right here, you see the open tram?
Right.
20 Clark, good friend of mine. He's a pilot as well, and he owns the open tram. So basically, everyone has about 2 or 3 occupations.
Right, right.
Yeah. Remember the lady I showed you? This is a house right here, Hisense 1, to the left.
Yeah. The last store over there.
This one right here,
That's
yeah.
our house.
Yeah, this house right there. That's his son, Rex. He works for the police force. So as I'm about to turn, look to my left, you're going to see an island, if you can see it, if it's not raining too much. That's Dipski. We take people there to swim with the stingrays. It's owned by the Turks and Caicos government. We take our boats and hang over there when there's no ship. And this is a new subdivision where people are just starting to build. So even though the island is 7 miles by 3.5, there's still a lot of undeveloped land. If you look straight ahead, this is our landfill. We do it the old-fashioned way where we pile it all up, dig a hole, bury it, let it decompose. A lot of the horses and donkeys, they feed here because when the store throw out the old produce, the fruits and vegetables, they go and eat it.
Right.
If you look straight ahead, there's your ships.
Yep.
Coming up on my left-hand side, you'll get to see the formation of the island. The island is made out of limestone rock. Limestone is very salt and prosperous right here. So that's why there's a lot of plush trees on the island. There's 3 reasons. Number 1, the island is very salty. Number 2, we don't have much topsoil. And number three, like I said, the island is made out of limestone. And we only collect 21 inches of rain a year. So like this year is exceptional how it's been raining. You know, most time we see rain is during when we have tropical storms or hurricane.
When's the best time to come visit?
Usually summertime, when it's really sunny and you know you can enjoy a lot of water activities. To the right is a mom and pop repair shop, a local guy by the name of Slick. He fixes a lot of the heavy equipment here. On my right hand side, this is a public cemetery that has been there since 1950. And we bury below ground. Usually we dig a hole about 10 feet. We can put about two caskets in it. Let me see if I can get across because the soil ponds actually came together with so much rain on this side.
Right.
But I'll try to show you guys the high school and then the commercial buildings on this side. That tank right there is a facility that the local government built about 3 years ago. Whenever we have hurricanes, that's additional storage for water. And coming up to my right, this is the oldest church on the island. This is the Anglican Church. This is built in 1823. And you notice see all the tombs have stone heads, which you have to have the caps on top. To my left is the high school, the oldest one on the island. This has been here since 1921, and actually school is closed right now, so everyone goes to this high school before they graduate to attend college. All of these buildings going down right here, guys, they're all locally owned. A lot of people rent them for storefronts or rent them to the government. You see this right here?
Yes.
This is ours as well too. My wife and I, we built this 10 years ago. That's our store as well to the bottom off the central. So the whole government planning department rents the top and house, what do you call it? The Department of Housing rent the bottom. So we started our business from home. My wife started 10 years ago. She actually used to manage the telephone company on this side. All of these buildings right here is Clarabelle Garland, the lady that have the big house on the other side. This is one of our local restaurants, Peaches, Jamaican, quite popular. A lot of people go there as well. So 5 o'clock in the afternoon, this whole strip is very, very busy. So as I go through here now, guys, we'll get to see the Salem Baptist Church, the biggest church on the island. This is the Salem Baptist Church here on my left-hand side. It's considered the biggest church on the island. And this is the field where the kids, they play cricket and soccer and softball. As you can see, it's flooded, completely flooded. To my left, guys, this is the only church Methodist on the island. This was built in 1823, all original structure. And to my right, this is like our office depot at Caicos where everyone get their office supplies. If you look at 1 o'clock, that gazebo right there, that's a free Wi-Fi gazebo. If anyone wants internet 24 hours on the island, you can get free internet.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Take it over there. Let them both get over there.
Yeah, we're sure getting flooded out today. So we're going to be turning out right now. If you look to the back, guys, that is our Supreme and Magistrate Court. This is our DMV on the left-hand side where everyone has to come and license and insure their vehicles in order to be roadworthy. To my left, this is one of our popular laundromats where a lot of people go to do the laundry. And right in the front or straight ahead, this is Fortis, where everyone goes to pay the utility bills. If they don't want to pay it online, they can pay it in person. To my left, Supreme Magistrate Court. And you know, since we're British, our magistrates and lawyers, they still wear the white beads with the curls at the back like Benjamin Franklin. To my right here, guys, is Wilma House, one of the many offshore banking companies on the island. We're a tax-free haven, like I said, so there's a lot of people that bank or hide their money in Turks and Caicos. To my right is Grand Turk Liquors, one of our biggest alcohol distribution stores on the island. And the smallest behind the Turks and Caicos, we're the third largest consumers of alcohol in the Caribbean.
Oh, wow.
So there's a lot of people that drink on the island. To my right, Caicos Cafe, one of the new local cafes, just opened up about 4 months ago, quite popular. And as we head back, we're going to go through the middle of the first settlement that we came through palm grove on the interior. Remember previously we passed the wood saddle on the right hand side where most people get their building supplies. There's another one to the left, KB Homes as well. They sell hardware supplies. If you look all the way to my right, all of this property right here, a lot of these houses, one of few of them are locally owned, but they're used for Airbnbs. They're right on the Caribbean Sea. That yellow one, we call it the yellow house. We have a lot of celebrities that come and stay there. I think about a month ago, Master P and his whole family was staying there as well.
Oh, wow.
But as you can see, it's raining so much that it's completely flooded out. You can't even see the road. Looks like New Orleans. So going on the strip, a lot of people like apartments because the folks who work at the cruise port, it's easier for them to commute back to work. So it's really hard to find a vacant apartment in this area. All the apartments, they go very quickly. This gentleman right here, his wife passed. His name is Dowdy. He works at Carnival. His wife passed. A few years ago, he turned his whole house into apartment rentals. So this property coming up to my right in like 2006. A developer from Florida built these houses out of wood. They used to call them the 24 houses. So since we passed the law now, a lot of they're actually selling them for about $100,000. Some people are actually knocking them down and building block structures like this one, which is the safest thing to do. If you look about my 1 o'clock, that white property with the red roof, that is where our deputy governor lives. Her name is Cynthia Osmond. She started working as a registered nurse, and she worked her way all the way up to become a deputy governor. And her husband, Dr. Leo Osmond, is one of our local dentists.
He lost all his people.
Say again?
He lost all his people.
Yeah, he's done for the day. He's done. That tram there works along with the cruise ship, so he does pre-book to us.
So that Airbnb over there by your home,
Uh-huh.
how much that goes for a night?
I think that's like about 180.
Is that your friend?
But I know him very well, Renato. He actually owns a few. He's buying a lot of property on the island.
So if I want to come stay for a few days, fly over?
Yeah, I can give you a referral. I have his number. You guys want to stop, take a quick photo before we head up? Okay. Question, you guys need to use a credit card or cash?
Yes, credit card.
Okay, so I'll have to stop.
Debit card, actually. Debit card.